Hello and welcome. Today we are discussing a vital topic, securing your secrets and sensitive data with Azure Key Vault. Software engineers like you and me frequently handle confidential information like API keys, passwords, and database credentials. Without a secure solution, these secrets may accidentally be exposed, leading to unauthorized access and serious security risk. The simplest and the most direct reason for using a service like Azure Key Vault is to prevent costly, embarrassing, and trust-damaging incidents. While Azure Key Vault is a great option, it's just one of the several available services for secret management. By centralizing secret management, it ensures that sensitive information is only accessible to authorized users and applications, protecting your data and your reputation. So, without waiting further, let's dive into how we can integrate Azure Key Vault into our applications. Okay, let's create our first key vault in Azure. When you see the search bar here, just type key vault. As you can see, I have already searched for it, so it comes here. So now click on create. Select your resource group. If you don't have one, you can create it from here. This is basically the permissions for this specific key vault. So give it a name. Since this is a test vault, we'll just give it a name like test2 key vault. Okay. So now the name is okay. Price entire, keep it as it is. Since this is a test vault, we want this to get deleted after 7 days when we delete it. So change it to 7. When you're doing it in production, keep it to 90. Click on review and create. They're working on it. Click create. Okay, the deployment is now progressing. We'll wait until it finishes. Okay, now this is ready to use. Again, just type keywords. The one that we created will appear here. Click on this, and under secrets, click on generate import. Leave it. As a best practice, it would be ideal if we create a vault for each specific application. So all the secrets that belong to one application exist on one vault. So let's create a sample, this thing like this here. We'll name it database connection and say we'll name this. Okay. Now this set activation date and set expiry date are optional. So when we want a certain key to get activated on a certain day, we can set this, and when we want it to expire, we can set it from here. For now, we'll just stick to the default settings. Then click on create. Okay, now our secret is created. Okay, then the details are here. So yeah, you can even see the data here. Okay, we have now successfully created our first key vault and stored our first secret here. The secret that we stored here is called database connection, and it contains the username and the password for our database. So now we need an application to check out the integration and get the value that we stored here. For ease of convenience, we'll use a C# console application to do this. People at Azure have made our life even easier by giving us a generated code sample. So in order to get that, click on the vault name here. Click on view sample code. Since you're using .NET here, click on .NET. Give our secret name and insert it into our database, into our code. So copy this and then open it in your favorite IDE. We'll be using Visual Studio 2022, but you can use any IDE that you prefer. But remember, this IDE has to support the .NET SDK. You can use IDEs like VS Code, JetBrains Rider, or anything that you prefer. So we'll open it this in Visual Studio 2022 now. As you can see, we have already created the sample C# console application. In order to begin the integration, we'll paste the code sample that we copied from Azure Key Vault. This integration between our system and Azure Key Vault depends on the two libraries, Azure Identity and Azure Key Vault. We'll import those dependencies into our application. Now, after importing those two dependencies, we have access to the Azure Key Vault SDK. By passing in the secret name and the Key Vault name, we can get the secret that we stored inside our Key Vault. With this method, we no longer need to hardcode API credentials, database credentials in our configuration files. Instead, we can store them in Azure Key Vault and retrieve them during the runtime of our application. I hope you found this simple and easy to follow and will no longer use configuration files to store your application secrets. Instead, use services like Azure Key Vault to store them. Also, remember, we created this application just to demonstrate the integration between our application and Azure Key Vault. When it comes to actual production applications, always remember to enforce the needed permissions and the relevant security practices that are needed. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit like and subscribe for more. Drop a comment if you have any questions, and see you next time.